What is going on, guys? Mr. Energized Gaming here. Today I'm bringing you a special zombies episode. I have some news that Treyarch actually recently posted a picture on Facebook and Twitter. If you guys have been following them, you probably would have noticed this by now. But what I wanted to do is read the letter and discuss what I feel the meaning of this letter is. And a little note about the gameplay: I joined in a little late because my friends had started without me, but it's alright. We're starting off here using the DSR. We're playing Survival on Town. Quick scoping some zombies. But anyway, to the letter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post it on the screen here, and I will read it to you guys. I believe I go down here, yeah. I'll also read it to you guys, so without further ado, here we go. Now, what the picture looks like, it's an old piece of paper, like brown, crumpled up piece of paper. It's entitled September 22nd, 1914. When we began the site excavation, our group could not have predicted the dark path down which our work would lead us. Now, I'm hesitating reading because it's in cursive and not very well written. Excuse me. The doctor remains both adamant and optimistic that the potential applications for the newfound element are worth the associated risks. I concur with the sentiment, but feel increasingly anxious as to the changes I am feeling in my oldest friend. Wow. Now, guys, you may be wondering, like, couldn't this have to do with Buried? Well, no, because Buried took place after the events of 1914. We have no clue what's going on during 1914. But in this time period is the time period of World War I. So that will set our stage right here. We have a time period, time frame, World War I, alright? So now we've got our period, and apparently our setting is an excavation site. It doesn't give an exact date in the world. But here's the cool thing that I think you guys will be interested in. And you have to remember, back from the original zombies, there was Dr. Richtofen and Dr. Maxis. Richtofen is the one of the doctors that's in your group, the original four. And Dr. Maxis is the one accused for starting the zombies, alright? So you have to remember those two while we're reading through this letter. Now it says, when we began the site excavation, our group could not have predicted the dark path down which our work would lead us. So by group, what we're assuming is that they're talking about the original four. Now, if it is the original four, this could probably lead... We'll get into that later, but we're assuming it's leading to the original four, and here's why I'm assuming it's leading to the original four. The doctor remains both abundant and optimistic that the potential applications for the newfound element are worth the associated risks. Now, if you ever listen to the dialogue from Dr. Richtofen from the original zombies, he's always talking about finding something, finding elements, and he's the one behind the entire story as you play through this. If you've ever played any of the Easter eggs, you find out you have Dr. Maxis telling you to do one thing and Dr. Richtofen telling you to do the other. And I'm just going to warn you guys, there is spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to hear like the zombie stories, and if you want to do the Easter eggs and find out everything for yourself, you should just stop watching now. But in Moon, we found out that Dr. Maxis, who you believed was evil all along, was trying to stop you from launching the missiles at Earth, and Richtofen actually proceeded with the plans and launched the missiles himself. So that's what happened after the Moon Easter egg. First of all, you thought you believed you were helping Dr. Richtofen get through his plans, but you had no idea. He acted crazy all throughout the story, and you had no idea what his plans or intentions were. But now we got a story, and we have somewhat of an idea of characters involved. We have a time period, characters, and a story behind this. And now, for the next part, it says, hold on, let me see this. What does it say? It's hard to read. It says, I concur with the sentiment, but feel increasingly anxious as to the changes I am seeing in my old friend. So this is maybe it's explaining. We have no clue who's writing this letter. That's all it says. It says September 22nd, 1914. So we obviously know these characters that we met in the beginning of Call of Duty Zombies. They weren't formed from 1914, but you have to remember, they time travel. So he could have written this letter in 1914 and have been sent back. And this could have been way before the events of Black Ops 1, so we have no clue what's going on here. But this can be written by anybody. One of my predictions is Dr. Richtofen works for Maxis, and this is Maxis writing about this, concerned that he feels Richtofen is taking control of something he can't handle, like, you know, the zombies, because Maxis knew what he was doing, but he just started to slowly turn away from the real evidence in the present time. He wanted to control them and have, like, world domination and everything, but Richtofen wanted control of this too. Now, we never know if Richtofen ever... We know Richtofen worked for Dr. Maxis, and Richtofen did end up leaving because he did not like what Maxis was doing. But then what were Richtofen's intentions for trying to take control of the zombies, as he has control of them in Black Ops 2? If you did not know, Richtofen is the one now controlling the zombies, because as in the Moon storyline, you find out that Samantha has control of the zombies. That's what you find her in her pyramid on the moon. And then Richtofen, when you complete the missile launch, he now has control over the zombies, and that thus explaining the world being exploded and all fiery and everything from the missiles impacting Earth. But so what we can conclude from this letter is that it is written by somebody either from the original 4 group. It could either be written by Maxis or one of the other scientists at the facility, or some unknown group. It could even be written by the group that we formerly play as in this game. But we won't know until further details are released. Now, the new map pack just came out, so this is all the information we'll have for a little while now. But this is a huge thing. This could lead to incorporating the old group with the new group into the next zombies, where you could maybe alternate between their places, like the new group is in the future and the old group is in the past, and whatever you do in the past affects the future. That would be something cool, and it would be big for the storyline. Or they could just come back, and they can incorporate several zombies maps like they did with Black Ops 1, but just have them all ultimately change the storyline. Like they could all have a few maps that have changing storylines, and then bring back the originals. So what I'm concluding from this is some idea of what we're going to see in the final DLC. We won't know until we get, like, you know, poster reveals or anything. But what I'm concluding from this is that we're going to have another all zombies final DLC. And this is huge. The zombies community is what keeps this Call of Duty game running. Most people would not play this game without the zombies, so this is a big deal. Now, if you guys want links to the letter, I can send it to you so you can check it out for yourself. I'll put it down in the description. And I want to thank you guys for watching, as I joined in this game late. That's why I was kind of behind throughout this whole game. I was playing with two of my friends, actually. And I had the 5.7 and the Chicom. But if you guys would like to see more of this gameplay, this game lasted for almost an hour, so I'm not sure what round we got to. I will be posting more of this gameplay. And I have plenty more. I have some Nuketown zombies. I have some Die Rise. I can get Mob of the Dead. I have all the maps so far. And then Buried comes out 2 days from the release of this video. So that will be cool. And we'll be having tons of gameplay from that. And what me and my friends want to do is we're going to try to do the Easter eggs. So I'll try to have those up for you guys too. And as always, if you like the video, please leave a like down below. Comment what you think this letter means. Because there could be lots of theories. We don't know what's happening in this letter. It's not addressed by anyone. It's not addressed to anyone. We're assuming on this subject. These are my assumptions. I do not know these for a fact, so do not take them as literally as some people will. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day.